Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready?
Right there in the middle. 55. Check. Ready?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
Watch the out.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Great
Defensively
job.
here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let him know. Jim.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 30.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike, 54.
Crunch time, defense.
No. Off. Lock in.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Sit up. 180.
Where's Mike? Check. Watch 54. Come on, D.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, looking deep for Gabriel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready. 180.
Mike's fofo. I got you, boy.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton throwing right, and that's complete. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On 1st down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Come on.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Gun.
Now Newton on 1st down. Complete, it's Johnson. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
Throwing again is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Big stop,
20.
Big stop, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Watch the pass. Watch the
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to get this deep onto Carolina's side of the field.
That's it, baby. We're going
A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Lock in.
Twist. Check 37. Check 37. 25. Check 25.
Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Hey, alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll run with a fullback line. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Josh Adams His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Come on now, let's go.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, that QB's trapped.
Great. 8.
Watch the shift.
Ready?
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
Gun. 8.
Come, bravo.
On 1st down, it's Newton. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You.
Red,
43.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On third down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
180.
Where's Mike? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check, check.
First down, a run with Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Throwing on second and 8. Trubisky. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Red, up. Hey, Alpha.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. There we go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. A spin. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route, are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
He's coming, double up. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Newton on first down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Ready?
Check, check.
20.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton flush to his right.
Let's go, defense.
Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
49, check 49, check 49.
Here's Trubisky. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Here I come.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Nice job, bro. Keep doing it.
Christian
Touchdown,
McCaffrey
baby.
with
I see you
touchdown
over
number
there.
23 here on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right here.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Interception all
CD,
day,
I know it's
baby.
just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
no doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise,
Let's go, baby.
and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
White 33.
Force the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
All day,
They're
baby.
trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Set. Ready.
Mike's fofo.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Switch out.
Great.
High 7.
Here's Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Baby. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. Deuce.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Blue.
Now it's Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
Hey, ball.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Let's go.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Red, top.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I know you feel that.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
18.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete.
Easy work.
Good protection that time, but they couldn't
again.
hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert.
Again, it's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch it.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
Ready.
So how about this for field position after the big play?
Here we go,
Inside
here we
the
go.
15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
44.
From the red zone now,
Here we go,
Newton.
D. All day.
That's going to be caught
All
by
day.
Samuel.
All day.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out here in the eye.
Check.
Hey, watch the lane.
8. Ready.
Newton now to throw.
Coming for you,
Flushed
son.
out
I'm coming
right.
for you, son.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
That's our
football
ball.
back.
Going the other way.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Get him, boy.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Normally, when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
That's it,
Give him
baby.
6 yards
That's
on the
it.
carry. It's going to be
That's it.
3rd and
Big
3
hit.
now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bears on 3rd down.
Right there,
They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Get up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And they'll get him down
Let's
up
go,
past
let's
the
go, let's go.
15. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
They try again with Cohen. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, Olave.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Set. Black 80. Greg Gray.
Check. 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. Tight. Let's go, D.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Come on, fellas.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Don't get nervous.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, that's sacked by Khalil Mack.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Mike, 55.
From the 50, Newton.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
High throw, but he makes the catch. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Newton. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll find Hall. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Sit up. 180.
Mike 54. Rip right, rip right. Shift.
Red, up. Yep.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Stop! 180!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's put him on the
An
buses.
incomplete pass
Let's
on
put that
1st
team on
down.
the
That
bus.
leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Trubisky to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does